on the first edition of The Bomber Show. Matty Lloyd's autobiography set off some fireworks this week. We spoke to the straight shooter himself about some of the controversy his book has caused.
Well, I don't think it's great for anyone where blokes having a crack at each other, but...
The man who replaced him as Essendon full forward, Mark Williams, announced his retirement this week. The Bomber Show has the exclusive interview.
You know, if everything could have went the way that I probably wanted it to, I could have played more senior footy, but like I said, struck down with injury has been pretty tough for me.
Andrew Welsh caught up with Carl Reimers ahead of his first milestone.
50 games this week. It's a great achievement. Did you ever think that you'd get to that when you first walked in the door?
No, I was happy to play one, let alone 50.
We'll have a look at the players of the week as voted by the fans on Facebook and an extensive preview of this week's blockbuster against the Magpies. Hello and welcome to The Bomber Show. I'm Sarah Jones and I'm joined here by two stars of Essendon. Firstly, veteran Mark McVeigh, a star of 223 games for the Bombers and a star in the coach's box, Brendan McCartney. Guys, we're going to have some fun tonight. Looking forward to the show.
Yes, we are. We are excited. New start. And Brendan, we've got a bit to say and talk about the Bombers.
Happy to be here, aren't we?
Well, let's start with you, Brendan, and the match committee that's gone on this week to try and come up with a team that can bring down the reigning premier after last week's pretty disappointing loss to Carlton. Tell us about what some of the challenges were this week when you sat down for match committee.
Probably we wanted to make sure we kept it level for the players, and that's what we want to do all week. We don't want to talk too much about who we're playing and make the focus about their opponents. You actually want our players to play and take the game on, but every week you have challenges. If someone's unavailable, we've got to find someone to play that position, and usually if a good player's not available, it's a younger person or someone who's not equipped as well in that position. So we've got to put some time into that too, but it was a good meeting. And
that was a bit of a problem last week against Carlton. The defence was struck down by injuries, and obviously you need to find someone to replace, beginning with Tate Pears.
Yeah, we do, and we think we'll do that. Paddy Ryder will have to play down there at times, and we may need to use the ruckman down there at times, and at times we're going to have smaller players on bigger players, and that's okay. But if it's getting in there all the time, well, it's tough to stop anyway.
Well, we better get the team selection news straight from the coach's mouth. James Hird, here he is with the team to play Collingwood.
Thank you, Sarah. Yes, massive game against Collingwood this Sunday at the MCG. Obviously very disappointing for us. Last week ending against Carlton in the third quarter really hurt us, and we couldn't go with the very good Carlton midfield. So looking to rebound against what is the best team in the competition. And unfortunately this week we're going to lose Michael Hurley and Tate Pears from our team. Hurl's just got a slightly sore foot, and Pears has got a hairline crack in his leg. So we're hoping both those guys will be back next week. But we'll have to wait and see. But this week is a different story. Jakey Carlisle, very good at centre-half back last week, will stay there. Dave Myers take up one of the key spots at full-back, where he was playing early in the year and has had a fair bit of experience. Coming into the side is our captain, Jobe Watson. We are looking to start Jobe across the half-forward line this week. Also, Tommy Bell-Chambers, a chance to resume in the ruck. Michael Ross, hopefully coming for his first game of AFL football. We'll see, make that decision the next day or so. Alex Brown also coming in to the side. So, yeah, looks like it should be a good game. Obviously, the Collingwood midfield is very dangerous. Their wingmen very good. And also Travis Cloke in fantastic form up forward needs to be covered, and their exceptional backline. So, huge challenge for Essendon Footy Club. But last time we had a challenge like this against Geelong about 4 weeks ago. So, we're certainly hopeful of the same result. Back to you, Sarah.
Certainly hope that is the case as we have a look at the team as selected. And Mark, you'll be very pleased to see the skipper back in there.
Yeah, Jobe, he's been out for quite some time, and that hamstring injury that has been bothering, and it was great to see that we could have probably rushed him back last week, but we erred on caution and he's back this week.
Brendan, no Dustin Fletcher there. That is a disappointing result for all Bombers fans.
Yeah, Fletcher's a player that you love to watch play, even being at another club for a long time. He was just the way he plays and the things he does. We know our supporters enjoy, and the team really needs him, but if you're not right, you can't play, and we move on.
Further compounding the loss of Tate Pears at the other end of the ground, or he also plays back, I suppose, Michael Hurley. That's a really big loss.
Yeah.
What's the latest with him?
Oh, well, Hills has just got a little bit of a sore foot, and coming towards the end of the year, and we've got some really big crucial games. Not that this one isn't, but the last 3 to 5 weeks we're going to really try and push and hopefully beat some big sides, and we're going to need all our players up and running. And if we can rest Hills for a week and have him back for those crucial matches, it's a plus for our footy club.
How's Joe been at training this week, Brendan? Obviously, he was quite close, I understand, to playing last week, and it's now 4 weeks since he's played. So obviously, you want him to impress on the training track this week to prove that he's right to go. He's
a mature player now, Sarah, so he understands. He's followed the program really well. We've had a few hiccups. He's not the first player that's happened to. We really couldn't afford for him to get sore again in the hamstring. That would have probably made a mess of his year. So not that the last 8 weeks has been a picnic for him, but we've waited until he's right to go, which I think's sensible from our medical people.
And the latest on Nathan Lovett-Murray?
Very close. Got through the session today, trained well. So hopefully, Sarah, we're going to get some people coming back, especially our mature, strong bodies. Really important.
OK, Stuart Crameri kicked 4 against Collingwood back in the Anzac Day match. He's going to be an important part of the matchups this weekend.
He will. He's going to have to play on taller opponents. He's going to have to play a role where he competes in the air and gets after it on the ground. He's had a really good 4 weeks, but we need more than Stewie playing well. We need everyone to contribute and participate down there. But his Anzac Day game was fantastic, and if we can get that again, that would be terrific.
Mark, give us an insight into Collingwood's midfield. It is a dominant midfield. We saw Scott Pendlebury win the Anzac medal earlier in the year. What do they like to come up against? Yeah, they've
got strength all over the field, and it's a quality side because they can have players go and rest at half forward line and come into the midfield, and you've always got a strong midfield in there. They don't seem to have a weakness, and you need to cover those players. They're very good across the ground. They use the football very well, and as I said, when they move forward, they're able to kick goals, and that's the midfield that you'd like to have.
What about the rivalry Bombers fans and Bombers players have with this Collingwood side? You would have enjoyed some great clashes over your career.
Yeah, I think it's a great game to be a part of because obviously both sides have fantastic supporters, but also the games have always produced very, very solid games, and obviously we clash on Anzac Day, which is a great tradition, but I think the players look forward to these big games, and we know we'll get a big crowd and the supporters will turn up, but we are playing the best side in the competition and we need to bring nothing but our best to the table.
Sounds good to me. OK, Brendan, thank you very much for joining us. We'll let you go and do some more preparation for how to bring down the reigning premiers from the coach's box.
Thank you.
All right, stay with us. Still to come, Mark Williams talks about his retirement. But up next, Andrew Welsh talks to Kyle Reimers as he heads for a milestone.
G'day Bomber fans and welcome to the first edition of The Bomber Show. I'm going to be bringing to you a few interviews, much like I've done before, and lucky enough that I've got Kyle Bulldog Reimers with me today. How are you, mate?
Yeah, not bad, mate. How are you?
I'm going very well. Thanks, Kyle. 50 games this week. It's a great achievement. Did you ever think that you'd get to that when you first walked in the door?
No, I was happy to play 1, let alone 50.
You know, most people, their best friend is their dog, but you have a dog that has no friends. Do you want to explain that?
Oh, yeah, my dog's a little aggressive and kind of takes to all the other dogs and tries to kill them, so...
Kill them?
Yeah.
Oh,
ask Benny Howlett.
Sounds like a good pet. Where do you buy one of them?
I rescued him from the pound.
Oh, well, there's probably a reason he's at the pound, mate, then. Personal grooming from day to day, where does that rate on your agenda?
Shower in the morning.
Yep.
Shower in the afternoon.
Okay, sure. And what sort of product do you use? Because I know you bring your own shampoo in, and you got your own shampoo here. It's the doggy shampoo wash, especially for Kyle Reimers. No one's allowed to touch that in the shower. So a bit of a wash, then get in.
Bit of a wash, bit of a scrub.
That's all right. What about how do you take control of that neck hair? It's in good nick today. Good boy.
I looked after it last week, mate.
Oh, good boy. All right, Bulldog. Thanks, mate. Good luck this weekend and for the rest of your career. Thank you.
Hello, brother.
Energy prices are on the rise, and we're all aware of the benefits of using solar to power our home. True Value Solar are the solar specialists and one of Australia's largest installers of solar power. So call True Value Solar for your solution today.
Yeah, you tell him, Hurdy.
Call 13 Solar for the best deals under the sun. Television is about to change forever. The revolutionary new Samsung Smart TV will immerse you in full HD 3D vision that will take your breath away. You'll be able to access your compatible multimedia library with Search All, along with your favourite websites. The new Samsung Smart TV. Immerse yourself in a world of endless entertainment.
Welcome back, and of course we will see a little more of the True Value Solemn Man as we go through the Bombers show. Mark McVeigh joins me here, and Mark, Bombers fans are able to tweet into the show and have their input, and we've got a few people that have got some questions for you. I'm going to read them out. Well, give us your best attempt at answering them. What goes on in the normal week in the life of an Essendon footballer?
Oh, well, majority of our time obviously is taken up at the football club, but a lot of players, we have a day off, which is a floating day during the week, and a lot of players will take that time to study. They'll also take that time to work, and some do some work experience as well. But for me, you try and spend as much time with your family. You know, a few of us got some kids, and we like to hang out with our family and our wife, go out for lunch and relax, but most of our time is taken up at the footy club.
And of course, the place where you can tweet is to hashtag the Bombers Show, and you too can be involved in the show. Another one for you. What are the top 3 footy boots worn by the players? Oh,
I think most of the players, obviously we're sponsored by Adidas, so we wear Adidas, and the F50, which is Lionel Messi is the player that plays for Barcelona that wears them, and the players like to wear those because he's such a great player. But they're the lightweight boots that enables the players to run it with a lot of speed.
Now, I'm a bit suspicious about this one, but it comes from Josh Jenkins, of course one of our players, and he wants to know if there is something wrong with Andrew Welsh.
Is there something wrong with Andrew Welsh? I'm not sure. He's going pretty well, and we'll talk about that later. Hollywood might be Hollywood bound, Sarah.
Well, he could be. We will have a look at that and whether Andrew Welsh perhaps is going to be an Academy Award winner one day. Our favourite tweet this week, our tweet of the week, is with Watson missing 5 to 6 matches, who do you think will win the best and fairest this year?
Well, it's hard because such of our really good players have missed large chunks of the year. But I think Dyson Heppell is a player that is going along nicely and he's been playing some good football. David Zacharakis, Angus Monfries, those types. So it'll be close at the end. But Dyson Heppell in his first year could win the best and fairest. Exactly.
And that is what our tweeter has written in his pick also is Dyson Heppell to also win the Rising Star. Now, we spoke earlier about Mark Williams, unfortunately announced his retirement earlier in the week. It's sad to see any player's career cut short by injury.
Yeah, well, Mark, you come across from Hawthorn, a premiership player, and we needed some experience into our group. And unfortunately, and it happens to a lot of footballers, his body wasn't able to go out and train fully, ever to do a proper pre-season, and it's cutting down at an early age. And we wish him well. He's been great around the football club, but unfortunately didn't work out.
Well, the only place that Mark wanted to talk to is the Bomber Show, and you can now see his exclusive interview.
Well, Mark, it must have been a tough decision this week to hang up the boots. Can you explain exactly why you've done it this week and now?
Just probably with training during the week, probably been very limited to what I can do. It's probably reflected on the way that I've played on the weekends, and when you've got limited training during the week, you can't really perform at 100% on the weekend.
How will you look back at your time at Essendon, and how would you like fans to remember you?
I'd like to look back at my time, with Essendon being like a new change. I'm happy I made the change, and if everything could have went the way that I probably wanted it to, I could have played more senior footy, but like I said, struck down with injuries, it's been pretty tough for me.
Where to now for Mark Williams? What are your next steps?
I'd like to do something with, if the AFL's got anything to do with goal kicking, that'd probably be something that I'd like to look at, and like a mentoring job, if I can help and pass on my knowledge and probably go a long way.
With your punting skills, not an NFL career for you?
If it wasn't so much running, yeah, it'd probably be a chance. But yeah, with my knee at the moment and injury, probably wouldn't be the best thing.
Well, Mark, thanks very much for joining us. Obviously, it's been a tough week for you and a tough couple of years, but best of luck for the future.
Thanks, mate. Thanks for having us.
And you can see that full interview on Bomber TV. Well, Mark McVeigh is alongside me and I'm sure has some very interesting thoughts on Andrew Welsh's acting debut. Tell us what your reaction was to your teammate going to the silver screen.
I thought, what is going on at our football club? But look, he's kept it very quiet. I think he may have done this 18 months ago, so it was quite some time ago in his spare time. And I think Andrew's been taking some acting classes and yes, he's got a movie coming out. We're all excited to have a look at it. It was a bit of a laugh, but I think he takes it pretty seriously, Sarah, and Home and Away might be knocking at his door.
Well, the movie is called Falling for Sahara, and we can have a little glimpse of Andrew Welsh, the actor, just now.
Where are they going? They're not playing. What do you mean they're not playing? We need them today. I'm not playing either, coach. What? I'm not playing. Ramsey, we need to win this game. There's just too much going on right now. Ramsey?
Andrew Welsh, future Gold Logie winner, future Academy Award winner, do you think?
Well,
do you think he was acting very differently to real life?
That is Andrew in the locker room. So he's done pretty well, but he's a coach, so he may be trying to get into the coaching role.
So you'd like to see him pursue a role that maybe needs a bit out of character, stretching the boundaries a little to really test it.
Maybe like the Black Swan or something like that, ballet sort of type.
Okay, well, you can catch the first screening of this tomorrow night, Falling for Sahara. It is at Federation Square from 6:30 p.m. Go to miff.com.au for further details. Okay, stay with us. After the break, we hear from former champion Matthew Lloyd and our president David Evans after this short break.
You can tell you've got the world's smartest phone when it's slimmer, lighter and brighter than your ex. Smartphone, that is. The Samsung Galaxy S2. The smartest of smartphones.
Energy prices are on the rise, and we're all aware of the benefits of using solar to power our home. True Value Solar is Australia's largest solar specialist, so they can install a system that will really save you. What you do with those savings each year is up to you.
It's official. The carbon tax will mean rising electricity prices. With thousands of dollars of government rebates still available, there's never been a better time to go solar. Call 13Solar for the best deals under the sun.
50, Hurley in the front posse. Almost. Back to Collier from the impossible angle. Kicks towards goal! Oh, what a cracker!
Not one of the three playing tonight. Problem for the Bombers. Howard in head over the ball with Robinson coming the other way was extreme bravery and he's paid for it.
Ben Howard's free. Caused James Hurd to get all the other boys out.
A little short one into the pocket is on the half volley to Cramry. Hurley left have another crack at it here, so round the corner on the right boot. Makes a good fist of it. Brilliant.
Welcome back. Some magical moments there, and we have a Facebook poll where you fans could decide which one was the best, and we're going to have a look at the results now. Michael Hurley's all-round performance got 658 votes. Travis Collier's goal 185. Ben Howlett's courage 60 votes, a total of 903 votes. And our winner was Josh Porter, who voted for Michael Hurley's all-round performance. And Josh, you have won a copy of Lloydie's autobiography. Well, talking about Lloydie, he has certainly been in the news this week for what he's written in his book, and the Bomber Show caught up with him to get his latest thoughts and reaction to all the headlines he's been involved in.
All right, we've been joined by Matty Lloyd, Essendon champion, who recently released his book, Straight Shooter. And Lloydie, it's been a good couple of weeks for the book and also PR-wise for you in terms of looking over your whole career. What's been the biggest surprise for you in terms of a reaction to the book?
I think that not many people have actually read the book, so it's more a response to extracts that were in the paper, and I suppose they were strong and they were a big part of my football career, how it all ended. So I expected a reaction, but not such a big one as it has been.
You left in the part about your departure from the club. How have you sort of assessed the reaction to that in terms of the ex-coach?
I think it's not ideal when I put in my version of events and they were exactly how they happened, and it's not ideal when I don't think it's great for anyone where blokes having a crack at each other, but you do have differing opinions on how things happen, why they happen, and obviously that's what's occurred with Matthew and I.
Any chance you'll be back at Windy Hill and the new facility down at Melbourne Airport one day soon as a coach?
Probably not, just because they're forming their own group, and James has spoken to me in the past about doing something part-time. So I more feel that I just can't do both because of the way I'm seen as being strong, and once I form attachments with people, it makes it pretty hard to speak your honest truth, which I've always done. So that's as much as I want to, I probably just can't.
Well, thanks, Lloydie. Good luck with the book and good luck with the media career and everything else in the future.
Thanks, Justin. Appreciate it. Thanks.
Yes, Matthew Lloyd's book has certainly created a few ripples in the AFL world. Mark McVeigh, has it affected the team, the fact that it has been back page of the paper and discussed a lot in the media? Does it have an impact on the current group?
Nah, not one bit. That's Matthew's been a great player of the footy club, no longer a part of Essendon in terms of playing, but no, not at all. I think it was a discussion point amongst the media, and we all support him, and he's been a great player for a long time, and he tells the truth, Lloydie, doesn't he? So, and you weren't happy with his shirt, were you, Sarah?
Oh, I think you've dobbed me in there. That's not fair. OK, we're now going to have a little listen to the chairman of the Essendon Football Club, David Evans.
Thanks, Sarah, and welcome everybody to the Bomber Show. It's a brand new initiative from our club and something that we're extremely excited about bringing you. It's an initiative that hopefully will bring you inside the inner sanctum of the Essendon Football Club, seeing some of our players firsthand and also some of our coaching staff and the way the administration works. We're looking forward to bringing it to you over the coming weeks. Well, it's a huge game for us this week, playing our old foe Collingwood in what is a critical game for the Essendon Football Club as we hope to cement a final spot in September. Something we're looking forward to, and we're hoping for a huge crowd there on Sunday afternoon. Well, I'd like to also welcome all of our members, 50,000 members we've got this year, and we're hoping to branch that out to even a greater number next year, even around 60,000. But 50,000 members and your access to some of what we're doing on the Bomber Show is going to be very exciting, and we look forward to hosting you each week in the coming weeks. So once again, on behalf of the Essendon Football Club, welcome to the Bomber Show, and we look forward to giving you a real insight into our footy club over the coming weeks.
Very much to David Evans there. Well, we're going to take a look at some of the events that are happening around Windy Hill and the Essendon Football Club. The Crichton medal date has been changed. It's now Friday the 7th of October, 7 p.m, Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre. Mark, that's always a great night.
One of the great nights on the calendar, yes, definitely.
OK, and a few other things that are happening around the club. The Dick Reynolds Club Revisited function, that is also on Friday the 7th of October at Palladium Crown Towers. Another great function. Anything that has Dick Reynolds' name attached to it is always pretty special.
Yeah, I've been to a few of those and they're fantastic. They're well thought out and great tribute to a great man.
Well, Mark, thank you very much for joining us. Good luck against the Magpies this weekend. Hopefully next week we're talking about one of the wins of the season, an upset and a pretty brilliant one.
The boys are ready, so it should be good.
OK, well, thank you everyone for watching and being involved. We'll catch you next week.